In this episode of Eastern Brush, Western Soul, we explore a rare and captivating art collection, The Legend of the White Snake, New Year print album printed and published by Rongbaozhai in Tianjin. This album consists of 16 vividly illustrated scenes telling the iconic Chinese folk story of the white snake. The illustrations follow the narrative in sequence. 1. The legend. 2. Descent to the mortal world. 3. Boating on the lake. 4. Returning the umbrella. 5. Opening the medicine shop. 6. Encounter with Monk Fahai. 7. Dragon Boat Festival. 8. True form revealed. 9. Stealing the immortal herb. 10. Saving her husband. 11. Knocking on Shu's door. 12. Flooding Jinshan Temple. 13. Escape from the monastery. 14. The broken bridge. 15. Sealing the bowl. 16. Toppling the pagoda. Rendered in the vivid and expressive New Year painting style, this set exemplifies the traditional folk art charm that once brought storytelling into everyday households during festival seasons. Today, this entire album is housed in the National Museum in Warsaw, a testament to the cross-cultural journey of Chinese visual heritage. The Legend of the White Snake, also known as Madam White and Shu Xian, is one of China's 4 great folk tales, alongside Meng Jiang, the Cowherd and the Weaver Girl, and Butterfly Lovers. Its earliest origins date back to the Southern Song dynasty, but it flourished during the Qing period. The story, a classic tale of a snake spirit who transforms into a woman and falls in love with a human, represents centuries of folk imagination, romantic ideals, and dramatic tension between love and law, magic and humanity. Continuing our exploration of the Legend of the White Snake New Year print album, let us first understand the artistic style behind it. These prints are most likely rendered in the Yangliuqing New Year painting style, which originated in Yangliuqing town, now part of Tianjin's Xiqing district. This style dates back to the Chongzhen reign of the Ming dynasty and reached its peak during the Yongzheng, Qianlong, and Guangxu periods of the Qing dynasty. Yangliuqing prints are famous for combining techniques from Song and Yuan painting traditions with the craftsmanship of Ming dynasty woodblock printing. They utilize both woodblock color layering and freehand brush painting, making each work vibrant, detailed, and full of folk flavor. In Chinese printmaking history, Yangliuqing is often paired with Suzhou's Taohuawu prints, together called Peach of the South, Willow of the North. Unfortunately, the precise date and background of this particular album are unknown, so we can't provide a definite production context. But now, let's walk through the 16 scenes of the story as presented in the album, following the traditional titles and poetic captions. 1. The legend, Chunshuo. From the boats on West Lake, people gaze toward Leifeng Pagoda. Many visitors grieve the tale it holds. It's said the tower suppresses Madam White, and all who hear it resent the harsh monk. 2. Descent to the mortal world. After 1,000 years of training atop Mount Eme, White Snake and Green Snake descend to Earth. In the mists of willows and peach blossoms near West Lake, the 2 sisters listen to the cuckoo's cry. Boating on the lake. Willow branches drape over boats along Su Causeway. There, they meet a scholar named Shu Xian. As rain gently taps the peach petals, the sisters take shelter, boarding his boat. 4. Returning the umbrella. Kind-hearted Shu Xian returns the umbrella. At the Red Mansion, Madam White smiles. From sharing a boat to sharing a life, their fate is tied, their love begins. Opening the medicine shop. Hoping for a long and peaceful life, the couple opens a medicine shop. Named Baohe Tang, they heal the sick, famed across town for curing the plague. 6. Encountering Monk Fahai. Monk Fahai lives at Jinshan Temple and claims curing plagues defies heaven's will. He warns Xu, beware the demon, planting seeds of doubt in his heart. Seven. On Dragon Boat Day, herbs hang on every door. The couple celebrates with wine and food. Xu brings real gar wine to his wife, gently urging her to take a sip. Eight. True form revealed. The wine takes effect. Her true form appears. Xu lifts the bed curtain, terrified. Remembering the monk's grim warning, he faints in horror on the spot. Nine. Stealing the immortal herb. With sword and light steps, White Snake climbs the sacred mountain, seeking the mythical Lingxi mushroom to save Xu. The old immortal, moved by her love, grants her the healing herb. Saving her husband. She returns to brew the medicine herself, pouring it gently into her husband's mouth. With tender words, she calms his fears. Their love endures beyond illusion. Capturing Xu, but Fahai is not yet done. He seizes Xu inside Jinshan Temple, forcing him into monastic life, tearing the lovers apart again. Flooding Jinshan. Angered, White Snake grits her teeth. Green Snake draws twin swords, flames in her eyes. They summon water armies, godly forces clash, and Westlake floods Jinshan Temple. Escape from the monastery. Xu, unable to recite Fahai's scripture, longs only for his wife. Torn by guilt and love, he escapes the temple, his heart with Madam White. Green Snake, furious, scolds Xu. Madam White, both pained and forgiving, speaks calmly. Though the bridge may appear broken, love holds it, unbroken, still enduring. The sealed bowl. A child is born of their love, but Fahai, relentless, traps Madam White inside a golden bowl. He destroys their family's happiness, imprisoning her beneath Leifeng Pagoda. Toppling the pagoda. Years pass, Green Snake returns from cultivation. With new power, she defeats Fahai and destroys the tower. Madam White is freed at last, and the family is joyfully reunited forevermore. The Legend of the White Snake, printed by Rongbaozhai, Tianjin. And now that we've walked through all 16 prints, let me tell you the complete tale. The Legend of Madam White Snake, one of China's most beloved and enduring love stories. A long, long time ago, on the sacred Mount Ame, a white snake spirit spent centuries cultivating her powers, learning, growing, waiting for her moment to descend into the mortal world. Alongside her was a spirited green snake, her sister, her companion. When the time came, they transformed into graceful young women and journeyed to the human realm. Their path led them to the banks of West Lake in Hangzhou, Is, where the air was filled with spring rain and peach blossoms. Their fate intervened. They met a gentle, kind-hearted man named Xu. A small gesture, a shared boat ride during a drizzle, and a returned umbrella sparked a love that would change all their lives. White Snake and Xu soon married and opened a pharmacy to heal the sick. Their lives were peaceful, filled with purpose and affection, but peace rarely lasts in legends. A monk named Fahai, living in Jinshan Temple, sensed the presence of a spirit in disguise. He warned Shushan, planting doubt in his heart. During the Dragon Boat Festival, Shushan offered White Snake a cup of real gar wine, not knowing it would force her to reveal her true serpent form. What he saw shocked him so deeply, he collapsed on the spot. Desperate to save her husband, White Snake climbed a celestial mountain and begged the immortal guardian for a magical herb. Moved by her devotion, the immortal gave her the precious medicine. Shushan recovered, but their troubles were far from over. Fahai, determined to separate them, captured Xushian and imprisoned him in the temple, forbidding him from returning to his wife. White Snake, now full of righteous fury, raised the waters of the lake and launched an assault on the temple. The mighty flood became legend, the flooding of Jinshan. Shushan escaped, torn between fear and love. On the broken bridge, the couple reunited, scared, angry, heartbroken, but still deeply in love. Their story might have ended there, if not for the relentless monk. Fahai returned, sealing Madame White beneath Leifeng Pagoda, imprisoning her far from her child, her husband, and her life. But stories like this don't end in despair. Years later, Green Snake returned, strong, wise, and determined. She fought the monk, destroyed the pagoda, and freed Madame White, finally reuniting the family. And so, in the end, against fear, against fate, against even the heavens, love endured. As always, thank you for joining us here on Eastern Brush, Western Soul. Our channel is dedicated to freely sharing and introducing rare and meaningful treasures from ancient Eastern texts and artworks. We bring them to you from museum collections across the world and private archives that few ever get to see, so that everyone, no matter where you are, can explore and enjoy these pieces of living history. If you love what we do, feel free to like, subscribe, or simply share this journey with someone curious about the art, stories, and spirit of the East. Until next time, keep your brush steady and your soul open.